Hey everybody, this week's tip, I'm going to show you guys how to build a more accurate arrow by knowing the exact amount of glue that you use when it comes to gluing in your field tips and your inserts. So let's get right into it.
Okay, if you're a person who uses hot glue like I do, this is how I do it. I take my little digital scale, it's just a little mini scale that I got off of the website. You turn it on, you make sure that your mode's selected to grain and you make sure that it's set on 0, so that way you know that you're getting accurate measurement. Then what I do is I take a knife and I'll trim off a small piece of the hot glue that I use. Okay, now you place that piece in the center of the scale and you'll see how many grains that it weighs. Okay, that weighs 4 grains. Alright, now what you want to do is you want to cut a piece the same size approximately for every single arrow shaft that you're going to build, and you want to compare the weights to them, and you try to make them at 4 grains, and you do that by either shaving off more and adding to it or shaving off less to make it lighter. Okay, now when you want to apply this to your insert, or apply the little slivers that you've made, you want to go ahead and heat up each individual insert like I'm doing here. You want to get it just hot enough so that you can take it and stick it on the hot glue and it'll stick. Now all you have to do is heat this up with a torch, allow the hot glue to melt over the insert, and then apply it inside the arrow shaft. And you'll have each and every one of your arrows with the same amount of hot glue inside of them. Okay, now if you guys do inserts that are epoxied in, I take a little post-it note, and that's what I'm going to use to mix up my epoxy. I put it on the scale, I go ahead, turn it on again, and then you want to tear it out to be sure that it's going to be on 0 with that paper on there. Now, I'm not going to waste my epoxy on showing you guys this because I don't have any arrows to build, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some water-based glue. It's kind of like Elmer's glue. I'm going to use that to demonstrate. All you want to do is put just the amount that you're going to use per insert. Most of the time on the epoxy, it's just going to be a dot and a dot. It's going to be like that. Then you want to mix up the 2-piece parts with your toothpick, and then just like you did with the hot glue, go ahead and apply it to the insert, and then apply the insert inside the arrow shaft. And then, as you can see in that case, we put 2 little dots on there. It equals to about 4 grains, just like it did with the hot glue. So that's how you do it. All you need is a little digital scale and you can get the most accurate arrow that you've ever built.
Alright, well that's this week's tip, and I hope it helped you build a better arrow. Until next time, you guys be sure to stay tuned. I'll see you then.